The Odd Pod.
Odd Pod. Hello and welcome again to the Odd Pod. Chris Rea reckons he'll be walking home for Christmas this year. The closure of his local petrol station after they ran out of fuel means he reckons he may as well start walking now. The singer says it'll take some time, possibly months, to walk from his studio in the West Country to his home in Middlesbrough, but at least he won't have to worry about any red lights if he's on foot. And all the tailbacks are outside the Esso at the roundabout, he said. Obviously, I won't be hitting the freeway except with a piece of cardboard with my destination written on it in felt tip and my thumb out, but with any luck some friendly Eastern European lorry driver will give me a lift. When last seen, Rea was standing on the slip road for the A30, looking at the driver next to him and seeing he was just like him, waiting for the chance of a lift. In other news, a major rail incident has been declared as Huey Lewis was found riding a train without a credit card. When challenged by the ticket inspector, Simon Williams, no relation, the singer retorted that he didn't need money or fame, nor indeed did he need a credit card to ride this particular train. Simon Williams said, despite saying we'd happily take cash, Mr. Lewis clearly had no intention of producing a valid method of payment and, as a consequence of his refusal, was requested to leave the service at Guildford. Huey Lewis then repeated his incorrect assertion that he don't need no credit card to ride this train, at which point I tried to forcibly eject him and his bass player, who by now had barricaded themselves in a toilet. Despite my best efforts, Lewis proved to be exceptionally strong. In my estimation, he was stronger and harder than a bad girl's dream. At this point, I had no choice but to call upon the services of our burly Virgin Rail security guard, a Mr. James Love. According to Williams, Love, a former professional weightlifter, used his considerable bulk in removing the errant pair and the journey recommenced as normal. Williams added, "That's the thing about Love, he's very powerful." What? And finally, traces of river have been found in drugs at the Glastonbury site. For years we've known that there's this steady stream of drugs flowing through Glastonbury, but it's sobering to realise that the local environment might be polluting all the MDMA, said Professor Simon Williams, no relation, of the Kettering Institute of Ecology. What many people don't realise when they attend the festival is that they aren't in their living room at home anymore, and as well as drugs there might be some fish or rabbits or whatnot which might hinder their enjoyment of a pill or two. We can only warn festival goers to check the purity of their stash at all times to ensure it's not being contaminated by nature.
The Odd Pod.
Odd Pod. And don't forget, the Odd Pod is available to download wherever, whenever you want from Facebook, Twitter and Spotify. Or you can subscribe for free at manxradio.com.